We said it all along that there was a chance. Now it's official. MLB and MLB Players Association have finally agreed to play a 60-game season. The proposed schedule will feature 40 divisional games, with the remaining 20 games coming against teams in the opposite league, corresponding with geographical location. Richard Oliver, our Sports Night analyst, joining us now. And Richard, let's first start with the number of games. In what ways will this condensed season affect the Rangers and Astros in the AL West specifically, with only 40 divisional games?
It's a great question, because now when we talk about Major League Baseball, it's not, that marathon anymore. Now it's going to be like a 5K. You're going to start and you're going as quickly as you can out of the gate. It's a lot interesting, when you look at the schedule. To your point, 40 divisional games. They'll play the game. The Astros and Rangers are going to play the Angels and the A's, and players, they know those teams, but it's those 20 games against the other division, National League West. As they're trying to keep everything geographical, it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. I kind of like the idea of playing 40 divisional games. I like the idea of coming out, listen, we only have 60 games. We're going to let you decide the division against each other more than anything. Now, of course, those 20 other games may be very, very important, obviously, because usually this AL West has been very close over the last few years. Those games will mean something. But right off the gate, there's already rivalries in place. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch that play out.
You mentioned the 20 other games and the importance of them, especially when it comes to that geographical element of this plan and those interleague games. How can those 20 games benefit the Astros and Rangers when you're looking at the other league, the National League?
It's really, that's interesting because, there's a caveat to this, and that, because of the short season, a lot of things will play into it that you wouldn't have for the 162 games. The rosters are going to be expanded a little bit. You'll be able to do it because you're going to have to. But I find that very interesting because you're going to game plan differently. I mean, Justin Verlander for the Astros will have X number of starts, won't be as worn out at the end of the season as he would be on a 162 game. He's a workhorse, but he won't be as worn out. But, you look at those other teams, to your point, the Astros and Rangers have a benefit in that they're going up against the National League West. If you throw the Dodgers out of the equation, the Dodgers are actually a favorite again to win the National League. They're going to be tough no matter what. But, you look at the Giants, you look at the Padres, you look at the Rockies, kind of middling teams, middle of the pack. I think, when you look at that, I think the Astros and Rangers have a benefit as opposed to, let's just say, you're playing the National League Central, which has some very good teams. The National League East has some very good teams. So I think I'm just being Pollyanna about this heading into the season. I think the American League West probably feels a little bit better about that 20-game interdivisional. I always get those mixed up. I think they feel a little bit better about that because just the level, the caliber of competition is going to be a little bit different.
Richard, thank you so much.